Hey, good morning, everyone. Morning warm up here. I was listening to a podcast, and I think I shared it not too long ago, but it had Mel Robbins on it, and she was talking about all kinds of great stuff. But one of the things that really resonated with me that I thought I should just kind of revisit, if you will, where she was talking about our reticular activator. And I think a lot of people, we all have one, but I don't think a lot of people understand the importance of what it does and how we control it. And so your reticular activator is back here at the base of your skull. And think about it, and she explained it this way. Think about it as this, it's just a filtering system for your brain. But the challenge is this, we could be overstimulated with information coming in if we didn't have this reticular activator. But the reticular activator only lets four things in. And I think it's really important that we understand what those four things are. And so first and foremost, it lets your name in. So if I'm in a crowded room somewhere and somebody says my name, my brain, no matter what I'm doing, is going to hear it and pick up on it. It also lets, if there's a really loud noise or something that might be threatening to me, my reticular activator is going to allow that stimulus to come in. The other one, which is kind of interesting, is that any type of sexual advancements by your significant other, or if somebody that you're interested in is sexually attracted to somebody else, we notice that, right? So it lets that in. And then the fourth thing that it lets in is what you deem to be important. But the challenge is your reticular activator has two channels. It has a channel that runs on want, value, and love, and it has a channel that can run on fear and threat. And what happens is it gets programmed, and it gets programmed by what you choose to focus on, right? What we focus on expands. And I'll give you an example. I'm in Chicago, and there's somebody that I know that when I said I was going to Chicago, they said, why on earth would you go to Chicago? Don't you know there's so much violence there? And so that's not my perception. My reticular activator, when I come to Chicago, does not see violence. Somebody else thinks that there's a lot of violence here, even if they haven't been here. Why? Because they've allowed content or consumption of whatever they're consuming that's painted a picture of their perception that, I can't go there because it's a bad place. Here's another one. You can be worrying all the time, right? So think about worry. Worry is this constant anxiety or fear of what you're not going to have. And so your reticular activator says, well, you think about it all the time, so we should make that happen. We should manifest that. So what it does is, think about it, it actually builds a lens for you inside your brain. And as you scan the world, it's saying, hey, whatever you deem to be important, we have to manifest that. We have to make that true. And so we're going to show it to you. And so you can even program your reticular activator by things you say. Like if you said, well, I'm just not very good at math. I'm just not very good at math. And it says, your reticular activator says, well, you are not very good at math, so we have to prove to you that you're not very good at math. You see people say, well, I got to get out of debt. I got to get out of debt. I got to get out of debt. Well, the reticular activator says you're focusing on debt, so let's just find a way to give you more debt. And so my point to this warm-up today is I want you all to think about, how are you saying things and how are you consuming things that's programming that filter over your brain? Because it's going to let that content in and only show you that content of what you deem to be important. So why do we do gratitudes in the morning? Why do we listen to really good positive podcasts? Why do we want to limit our consumption of the news? Why do we want to wake up in the morning and say, today I want to help somebody? Why do we do affirmations? These are all things that program our reticular activators to start scanning the world for what we want rather than something we don't want. And if you don't believe me how powerful your reticular activator is, you can do a little test. Next time you're on the freeway and you're sitting in your car and you're driving, I want you just to say to yourself, don't look at the red cars. And what's interesting is your reticular activator takes everything literally, and it doesn't hear the word don't. It just hears red cars. And what you'll find is as you look out, in fact, I'm looking out at a parking lot right now from my hotel room, and I just said that to myself, and I now see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just seeing red cars. And then in a second, I can say, don't look at the white cars. All of a sudden, guess what? I see the white cars. That's how your reticular activator works. So think about what you choose to focus on and how you want to make that filter work to your benefit, not to your deficit, okay? Impact you positively, not negatively. All right, everybody, hey, make it a great day. Be awesome and help somebody.